Hi, everybody. It's Susie Q96. Actually, it's Dr. M3 there in the picture. He's still hanging out in the recovery room with me. Um, I am home. Uh, the 45-minute procedure that took 5 hours, but that's okay. I'm home. The good news is that they said that the J pouch actually looks like it's in pretty good shape, although it may not be constricting quite as well as it should. They did a biopsy on a couple of things, have given me some medication that hopefully will slow down the issue, and then we really won't know anything else until the results of the biopsy come back. But I really liked the doctor. It was like going to see um, the old doctor on Gunsmoke. I mean, this guy was like, I'm gonna say in his 70s, and he was wearing suspenders and a flannel shirt. Yeah, he was a real laid back dude, but he knew his stuff, and I could actually carry on an intelligent conversation with him about my disorder. Um, so then he told me to get my butt home and stay in bed for a day or two, which unfortunately is not possible because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, 100 miles away. So, but for the rest of the day, I am tucked in. Um, I had a little bit of trouble coming out of the anesthesia, uh, but my wonderful niece came over and fixed me some soup because I haven't eaten for a day and a half. So uh, I'm tucked into my bedroom with this strange assortment of things around me. I have a little bed tray on which I am sorting through a couple of containers of coins, and I'm just gonna sit here and play with coins and nap. And M3's in here keeping an eye on me, and so uh, yeah, those angry nickels are in here. But right now, I'm messing with the pennies mostly. I have a bunch of little plastic containers that I originally purchased for uh, storing jewelry components, but they work real well for sorting nickels and pennies into. So anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that they did not keep me at the hospital, although I was there considerably longer than anticipated. Um, so I'm just going to be taking it real easy tonight. Kind of a bland diet and rest. And right in the middle of all of that, I had one of those horrible attacks with my jaw because I had not taken any of my meds. And uh, the doctor that was actually my gastro doctor uh, was kind of watching what was going on with that. And he said, "Hey, I don't think either or any of the doctors, what they are telling you is correct." And he gave me a whole different route to go this, which I will be discussing tomorrow with my ear, nose, and throat doctor because he thinks that this is a nerve disorder rather than anything to do with my ear or anything to do with TMJ. And why that makes sense to me is when I was living in Michigan, I had an oral surgeon at a dental school who did some real serious damage to my mouth. He lost control of a dental tool he was using, and I had over 100 cuts on the inside of my mouth and tongue, and spent several days in intensive care. And I never connected these two dots, but there's a possibility that this is being caused by nerve damage from that. So he gave us a whole new uh, path to go down with that deal as well that I will be following up with tomorrow. So uh, none of it is fun, but I am at least starting to get some answers after, in some case, years. But I really like this doctor, and I think he is going to stay on the situation until he finds a way to solve it. So, um, but for right now, I am very dehydrated and a little malnourished. So he has me on bed rest. And like I said, my niece came over and made some things for me. So all I have to do is just shuffle on out to the microwave and heat them up. And so I'm probably not going to be online tonight. I won't be having a show tomorrow morning. But then after that, I think we'll be back to our regular schedule. Um, Monday, of course, we are doing our big contest. I don't even know what day it is. I'm so confused. It's Friday. So yeah, Monday night I'll be on and we'll be doing our giveaway. The other thing I'm doing while I'm lying here is the people that showed up last night and this morning for my streams. I have the notebook here, and all of those people who came to be well wishers are getting free entries into the contest, and that includes this stream as well. There are three of you in here right now who have gotten yourself another entry. Mikey's at the coin store in Fort Myers, Florida. Yep. So, anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm pleased with the thoroughness of the doctor, and hopefully, we are going to find some answers and get my health lined back up. This guy, I talked to two or three of the nurses, and they said that this guy has been around here um, for a long time, and that he is one of the best in the state. So I I was pleased with everything about him, and especially the fact that he jumped in on the other health issue and said, "Hey, wait a minute, watching what's going on here." And I don't think those other doctors are looking at the right thing. So, that's not even his area, but he saw that I was suffering and in some pain that um, he thought when he looked in my chart, that those were not the actual, that the guessing game that they were playing was incorrect, and gave me, I don't have my papers in here, but he gave me the name of a completely different thing that is a nerve uh, disorder uh, that I should be looking into. So whatever this is, I swear if this guy is right, I'm gonna have to do something just absolutely wonderful for this doctor because I have suffered so much with this thing. Um, so anyway, the new doctor has spoken, and I am on bed rest at least for the rest of the day. James, I don't even know right now. I'm gonna say you probably have about 10, um, because I have about half of them entered into the computer already, and then I have another 2 pages that are written in my notebook, and then I still have the ones that I need to write in from last night and today. So you got a pile of them. So anyway, I'm gonna work on all of these little things, and just I'm in a position where I can just doze off if I want to. Yeah, this doctor I am so excited about, because the first thing when he came in, most of the time when I go in to see one of these doctors, um, they always ask me, when was the last time you had a colonoscopy? And I look at them like they're brain dead, because if you do not have a large intestine and a colon, how are you going to have a colonoscopy? So right off the bat, if they ask that stupid ass question, I have no faith in them at all. This guy comes in. His first question was, how long ago did you have your J pouch surgery? His second question was, who did your J pouch? And when I told him, the guy that did it is, he's a surgeon in Florida, but he's from North Carolina, and he's one of the best in the country. And as soon as I told him who had done my surgery, he said, "Oh, I'm familiar with him. He went to so and so medical school." And so this guy, I knew right away. This guy knew about this kind of surgery, and instantly, it was like, ah, sigh of relief. I don't have to explain to a medical professional what the procedure was that I had. He knew, and he said, okay, are you having this problem? Are you having this problem? When did this start? I mean, every question he asked right down the line was the questions that people should have been asking me for the last 5 6 years. So at that point I said, okay, this guy understands the situation, and I have confidence in him. So he said that the biopsy results should be back in about a week, and in the interim, it wrote me a prescription for a medication that I have never heard of before. But I looked it up, and I'm like, why have they not given me this? This sounds like this is going to stop half the problem. So, yeah, I don't think they read the charts either, but this guy did. And so But he did tell me go home, eat something light, and then go lie down and rest for the rest of the day. Uh, do activities like, and so what I'm doing, I'm writing in my notebook and I'm sorting pennies. So I am home. It took a lot longer than anticipated, but I think it may well be worth it in the long run. So um, I do have one medication that I have to get up and take later before I go to bed, but other than that, I'm staying put, like he said, and just gonna rest, take it easy this weekend, and hopefully the new medication will be a big help, and we can uh, clear some of this stuff up, because the biggest thing is if you can't get proper nutrition, your whole body relies on proper nutrition. So that's where we're shooting with this, is just to get my ability to eat and actually absorb the nutrients from the food. You know, I think we're on the right track now. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I just had told everybody this morning that I would come back on and let folks know whether or not I had to stay or not. Now, what is this Mikey is saying? I'm going to get you a silver pull on Big Flip Stream to give you the World War II Pearl Harbor 75th anniversary 1 ounce silver coin if he has any left, since you said in his stream that you wanted one. Yeah, there's not a lot of the silver rounds that excite me other than music ones, but World War II Pearl Harbor things. I have a good friend he just turned 96. He was at Pearl Harbor. One of my uncles was at Pearl Harbor when the bombing happened. And I have a personal connection to that. And I was really excited when I saw that come up, but I didn't have any money at the time. So that is very, very kind of you, Mikey. If he does have one, I would absolutely love to have that. I Like I said, I don't do a lot of. I'm not a stacker. I am a coin collector, but there are certain rounds, commemoratives, and things like that that for personal reasons I like to have in my collection, and World War II items are one of those things. Uh, I had so many family members who were in World War II, including my father and several of my uncles, and our wonderful family friend Bud Lane. Happy birthday, Bud, who just turned 96. Awesome, awesome man. And so yeah, that is very, very kind of you, Mikey. That is one of the rounds that I do have a like. Ooh, I'd really like to have one of those. you know. So that is very, very kind of you, Mikey, and um, I appreciate the thought very much. Um, the only other rounds that I really get super excited about are ones related to music. Um, there's one that I can't afford it, but I drool every time I see it, and it's a David Bowie one. But mostly the commemorative kind of things like that, I tend to gravitate towards World War II. And so that is very awesome of you, Mikey. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Hi, Bill. How are you? Just given the report from the hospital, and then my throat's a little sore because they did put a tube down my throat. So they're putting tubes all over the place. We don't. That's why this morning I had to go with the Vinnie Barbarino welcome back Cotter thing, the up your nose with a rubber hose, because they went up my nose, they went down my throat, they went some other places that we don't even need to talk about with their rubber hoses. But my throat is a little bit sore, so I'm going to try to stay off here. I had to go in for a bunch of tests related to my digestive system. And the good news is that he did not see any reoccurrence of my ulcerative colitis. I had upper GI, I had lower GI, I had GI Joe, you name it, I had them all. Uh, but the good news was they didn't see anything that looked cancerous. He did do a biopsy on one little spot, but we have ruled out the really bad guys as being the cause. So now we're working on some different stuff. But anyway, because I had that tube down my throat, I do sound a bit Kermit the Froggish. So I am going to go. I just wanted to let everybody know because so many people have been sending emails and asking. So I'm I'm good. I just got to take it easy this weekend. I kind of wanted to go metal detecting, but no. I'm just going to kind of hang out here at the house. Uh, y'all have a great weekend, and I will probably pop up in a day or two, maybe tomorrow. But today I'm pretty beat. I'm still coming off of the anesthesia and you know all the other crap that goes with being in the hospital for a battery of tests. So anyway, I am working on my penny box, and I have found 3 Canadian pennies in this box so far. So it's been an interesting penny box. I still got those nasty nickels over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Uh, but I'm just going to sit here and finish my penny box, and I will let y'all know what I find. I have to go back through one of the 2 things that I was throwing coins in the other night because I accidentally threw a 1923 Wheatie in, I think, with a bunch of Zinkins. So I'm going to have to dump that box back out and find my wheat penny because there was a really nice one too. So I'll have to go back in there and look for that. And once we get the diagnosis figured out of what's causing my strange dietary issues, then I can go on a diet. I have, because of my thyroid and because of COVID, gained 60 pounds of weight that I don't need to be carrying. So once we get the one part done, then we can start working on the other. So right now I have my little low calorie soup over here, and I have some herb tea, and I think I'm good for a while. So thank you guys for stopping by and checking on me. You can see little M3's been keeping a good eye on me, making sure that everything's okay here at the house. And so uh, thank you guys so much for caring and being such great supporters of my channel. And I'll see y'all real soon. Uh, everybody have a good weekend. Be safe and be kind to each other. Bye bye.